family of 4 living on one income, and I always see the question like, how do people even do that? So I'm going to tell you a couple things that we do. I think the main concern for people is having a lot of debt and then having to pay for your family. We're in a pretty good place where we don't have a lot of debt, like scary debt. We don't have a bunch of credit cards. We have one credit card, and we never go over the amount that's actually in our bank accounts. And I can talk about our strategy for that and our finances and like paying our bills and stuff. The only debt we have is we have one car payment, which is this car. We have another car, but it's already paid off. We also have a mortgage, and my husband used to have student loans, but any extra money he had, he was like paying that into his student loans. And you can also take a loan out of your 401k, which is what he did. I don't think a lot of people know that you can take a loan out of your 401k, but it's really smart because then you're just paying yourself back instead of throwing your money away to a random bank. So if you have student loans, that's something you should look into.
She said everything right. And I was highly impressed with everything she said. I'm like, yo, she's handling her business. It's hard, right? It's really hard to have a family of four and one person working. I get it. It's really, 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 really hard. But it's true, right? A lot of people don't recognize that when you're getting into that situation, if you go into any situation with no student loan debt or just no debt in general, whatever you make, guys, is all yours. Wonderful decision. It's perfect. Until she said, pay off your student loans with the 401k loan. That by far is one of the worst things anyone could do. Because number one, you're robbing from your future. You're robbing from your future to pay for student loans, which, listen, the interest rate on the student loans, I don't know what hers was. I have no idea what the husband's was, no idea. But if it's below 6%, there really is no need to pull out some good hard-earned money that's earning, well, it depends on what you have it invested in. If it's in the S&P 500, a good 10% return. A good 10% return is coming from an account to just pay off a 6% interest. And you say pay yourself back, but what you're forgetting is you pull that money out. So now that amount of money is not in the market compounding, right? It's not in there. You putting just you paying it back little by little. It's not good. It's not a good thing. Also, because if you do get let go, unfortunately, but most of us are going to get let go at our job. Either we leave, want to find another job, or you get let go. All that money that you took out in a loan, all of a sudden it becomes a withdrawal, which means you got to pay the 10% penalty plus your taxes. So the stress of having to stay at a job, even though you want to leave, but you know you have to pay that loan back, it's not good. You might hate the job, but you can't leave because of that. And yes, you can leave if you want, but once again, you have to pay that 10% on top of that, your interest. It's not a good move at all. But everything she said so far was great. It really was great. But everyone has this illusion of thinking, borrowing from your 401k is the smartest thing to do. Now, if you're going through hard times, you can't pay your mortgage, and you're just completely struggling, I can see why someone could do that. And actually, there is options to do a hardship withdrawal for certain situations. But simply to just pay off a student loan, it's not a good idea to spend in money that's investing in a good portfolio and in the market to take that to pay off student loans. Because really all you're doing is you're just taking one debt and you're just moving it over to another side, right? Like you're paying it back when you could have just been paying the student loans. Let's keep on watching.
We eat out probably once or twice a week. It's usually on Fridays is like our special time to go and get dinner all together. For groceries, we will shop in bulk, so usually Costco, and then we also like to shop at Aldi's, and then sometimes like a Kroger, but typically Aldi and Costco. And I know I have a Starbucks in my hand. We don't go to Starbucks every day. We probably go like once or twice, like every other week. But that is also because I am actually aware of like what's going in and out of our bank account. I honestly used to be that person that, yes, I would see what's in our bank account, but I would just like spend whatever I wanted to, and that was not good. So me and my husband like sat down and really talked about our finances. So that is step one, is like actually figuring out what money you do have and what you can and can't spend. And you're gonna have to make sacrifices. Like if I know that I'm gonna get Starbucks today, I probably can't get Starbucks tomorrow either. I probably can't also go and get Chick-fil-A too for lunch, because then that also, if I spend that money on Chick-fil-A too, that's taking away from our dinner money for when we want to go to dinner on like Friday.
Now that's all awesome. Like everything she's saying is great, but my only thing about it is what are you like? I know, okay, you're just surviving. I get that, but are you saving, investing? Because saying, I get Starbucks now, I can get Chick-fil-A because then we're gonna eat out. Is that okay? You're really taking, like, you're saving to spend still, right? You're saving to eat fast food and Chick-fil-A, but you're gonna go eat fast food in a restaurant. So, right, and I get it. Going out to eat, date night maybe is a great thing, but where's the saving aspect to this? It's like it feels like she's just living to just survive. But by all means, I love the way she's being smart and diligent with her money. But I just really wish she mentioned something with the saving, because she didn't mention anything about the saving side. Actually, she made a worse thing by saying taking the money from the 401k, the savings she had, and now, use that to pay off the student loans. I really would love to hear what she's doing with it, because it just feels like they're just moving one step to the next step, right? Or one bad decision. I don't want to say bad decision, but one way to cut expenses. They're cutting one expense and going to another expense that's equal. Not eating Chick-fil-A, but going out to eat in a restaurant, not paying student loans, then got to pay back your 401k. It feels like there's a lot of like juggling going on around here. But I do appreciate her video, because it does show at least she's aware of her money, which a lot of people are not, right? She can make the situation worse. Having conversations in a relationship is always good, because the number one reason for divorce is financial reasons. So I do love the fact that she's having that conversation. Well, guys, drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about 401k loans. Or what you think about her whole setup. Do you think it's a good setup? Do you think taking out 401k loan is good or bad? I'd love to hear it. At the same time, hit the like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Peace.